Oh, one sec. Yeah, that was me playing guitar, as I'm too lazy how to find out how to put introduction music in this program. So yeah, hi, my name's Harry Taylor, and this is a small little podcast of borderline narcissism to explain what I want to do and why you should take me. Uh, Completely not exaggerated to make me more desirable at all. Um, Anyway, I'll just get on with it. Uh, I'm applying for a course, hopefully, involving both 3D modelling and animation. Pretty much because becoming part of that industry has always been a dream of mine. As a child, I've always watched 3D films, like 3D animated films, and played games my whole life. And just being able to do that for a living would be like a dream. Um, I'm going to college at the moment, and through that, I've realised that I have the capabilities in order to do that. Because I always thought that that type of industry would be way too hard for me to do. I've never really understood the like applications of it, but now I do. I feel I could. I feel I could do it. The course I'm studying at the moment is a interactive media course, level 3, at North Herts College. I've felt I've always been really a creative person, and a recent like I resent the idea of just living in a dead end job for 9 to 5, like an office job. Even though the job I'm going for is going to be an office job, it will be something I'd like to do. At some point, I'd like to move away from the modelling and animation to get into the design role of it. But in order to do that, you kind of need to be trusting the company, and I feel like what I want to do. Probably starting off at a 3D animator would that enable me to do that. But within, as I was talking about, I've understood it within the units at college. We studied 3D, and it's definitely progressed my passion for it and my ability as well. I find it fun just working hours, just modelling buildings and doing animations. But yeah, I like the process of just being completely frustrated, and then once you've finished it, of just like the software and your computer just crashing. Once you finish it, that feeling is just great. So far, I've created 3D models and props, mainly around a steampunk-esque building. And I've done a few animations, a few walk cycles, and a weightlift animation. That took a while. But yeah, this has allowed me to have a lot of fun with the program. Moving on to the program, I'm getting better at Autodesk Maya, which I feel at this point in how old I am now, to be able to understand the applications of that is quite a nice trait to carry, really, especially if I'm going into a modelling course. But yeah, when I'm at home, other than doing coursework I'm meant to be doing, I spend most of my time just messing around with that. I mess around with Source SDK. It's a development kit for some of Valve's games, such as like Half-Life and that. I also started touching upon UDK, Unreal Development Kit, and that's like games like Gears of War and stuff like that. I'm not great at them, but it's just really learning the layout first, which I've started doing. As I displayed earlier, I'm a self-taught guitarist. Yeah, been playing for a year. Probably didn't sound like it, but yeah, I taught myself how to play guitar, just writing little songs and little riffs, and I've also started up like a two-person band with my friend Jim. And we spend our time writing and doing songs, but it's anything really that can push my creative abilities. Yeah, and I find that's a sort of good source how to do it. My drawing skills aren't perfect, but I've definitely noticed an improvement in them. I've started taking a sketchbook out and just drawing people when I'm in coffee shops. Like, right, that sounds a bit weird. It's completely for a drawing exercise. It's nothing stalkerish. But yeah, I plan to do some life drawing classes. I did some at college, and yeah, it was really fun, and I think it paid off definitely in how I perceive the human body. Um, I used to skateboard. Just a little bit about me. I used to skateboard, and although it doesn't really seem like anything valid, it helped me grow my determination. For years, if you're just skating for years on end, constantly falling over, and then you notice your abilities of it picking up, then and you take like reward in that, then it's a big payoff, and I feel like that's what it's going to be like for me when I start like doing getting in the industry and watching my skills grow, stuff like that. Yeah, I won a competition for the Royal Opera House. Oh, God's sake, 1 second, my dog's barking. It's going to pick up. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, my dog wanted to come in. Anyway, as I was saying, I won a competition set up by the Royal Opera House, based in London, and all of our class got given a brief to design a digital project. Product, I meant digital product. So I chose to create a mobile app, and I say mobile app, but it was mainly just animation based. I created it in Flash, and that's where I understood my I like 2D animation, but because I'm not a great drawer, I can't do frame by frame. So I like to do like image manipulation through tweens. Massive inspiration of mine is Terry Gilliam from the old Monty Python animations. But anyway, yeah, I handed it in and I got accepted, and I won along with Luke Jarvis in my class. I won like in that section, which is the digital creation. I won and got offered a chance for a week's work experience with the digital department at the Opera House. Still hasn't come through. No matter how much my tutor persists, I tried giving us a day's shadowing. Wasn't happy about that, so asking them, now they're just kind of ignoring us. So, I got offered it. So there's a little achievement for myself there. Can't really put that on my CV. Anyway, yeah, that was a really big confidence boost in my abilities. Being up against loads of students and then winning out of them, it was great. Yeah, I had a week's work experience at a web design company a few years back. It was from my GCSE work experience, so it wasn't anything great, but I learned a little bit of scripting, really is what I'm trying to get at. I know kind of how websites are built now, mainly through just scripting, and I learned a little bit of myself. I was able to create like a web layout just using scripting, so like my headers, and then implicating videos and images like externally and importing them into HTML and then like touch upon it on CSS. But yeah, that's all I've got to say about that, really. Wasn't really something I'd like to get into. But yeah, basically, if you let me get into this course, it will definitely provide me with the skills and knowledge to lead a happy and successful work life, really, within the 3D industry. I don't really see myself doing anything else than this, really. I do look forward to this possible employment every day, and I will work efficiently and determined to do as well as I can in order to make myself a good competition in the industry itself, like getting employed and stuff. My GCSEs ain't great. I kind of left all my work and revision till the last of it, like the last few months, which my college teachers could also say about me. But other than that, like, completely stop that. No, I feel like I'm a better student now. I'd definitely like to do work. I promise. So yeah, cheers, cheers for listening, and Harry Taylor, and thank you. I'm gonna do a little outro song this time. I'm gonna make it a little bit more darker to set the mood a bit. Cheers. Cheers, thank you. Just like to say, did this all in one take. Minus distractions with the dog and that. Kept through it. So, there we go. Determined. Alright, now seriously. Alright, bye.